Hi guys, Beth here. So today I'm going to update you on my Pan That palette. I did it in collaboration with the Pantastic Ladies Facebook group. I'll have everybody that's doing this as well linked down below if you're interested in watching. But I'm also going to do the update on my Better Together Pan That palette and my Pan That face palette. So it's like a 3-in-1 video. Because they're all like at the beginning of the month, I thought let's just combine them all. So I'm going to start out with my Pan That palette, and ours the theme was bite size, so I went with a quad this year. This is the LA Colors Valley Girl palette from the Dollar Tree, and I do have one empty. In March I finished up the shade here. This was just like a nice transition shade. When I put it in this project, it already had pan on it, and then I have these three here. I had repressed these two. This one, I think I repressed it about 2 months ago, and then last month it didn't have pan, and then I finally re-hit pan on it this month, or just like in the last 2 days. And then this one here, I repressed it, I think also 2 months ago or a month ago, and I had added some eyeshadow from the Better Together palette into this one to lighten it. And yeah, I have expanded the pan. I believe I had pan in it last month, but I did expand the pan a little bit here. This is my number one. I numbered them. Number one shade, I used it in July, let's see, 7 times. And then the number two, I had used it 7 times as well. And then the shade here, I used it 6 times. I do have it on my eyes today, so I'm counting this usage today as August 1st. But that's my Pan That palette. I hope to have it done by the end of the year. And then my Better Together, this is a project that Paula created. She had put it in for our Pan That palette theme the year before last, and it didn't get chosen, but they decided to make it like a project pan. So it's a palette that's supposed to go well with all your other palettes. And I chose this Wet n Wild Not Your Basic Peach palette because it had like a nice transition, which like it has this darker transition, then it has like a all over the lid shade, a brow bone highlighter, and then it has a nice array of colors I thought were good for summer and fall. And so I chose this one. Now, I don't think there's much difference. I did repress a few of them. This yellow one, or the gold shade here, I repressed. It did have pan previously. I had repressed this like orangey kind of shimmery gold color one. And then I had repressed, no, and that, I think that's it. Yeah, so last month you guys saw this all over the lid shade repressed, I think. So I repressed these two. But anyway, yeah, so July, my number one shade is this one here, and I used it 4 times. And then going down, this is my number two. I used it in July 5 times. And then the next one, no, number two, I used, I'm sorry, 7 times. My numbers are all mixed up on my paper. So number 3 is this orangey shade. I did not use it at all. The number 4 one, it's also an orangey shade, but it's a little bit matte with a little bit of shimmer. I used this one, let's see, 7 times in the last month. This bluish one I didn't use it at all this month in July. And then going back up here to the top, this is number 6. I used it 5 times. Number 7, I used it 4 times. Number 8, I used it 1 time. Number 9, I used this 4 times. So I use this a lot less. And I did hit side pan, but it's like a weird side pan. It's like underneath. And then there's like, it's not a complete like dual side pan. But I only used it 4 times because I've been using the Lottie London in my eyebrows. I do have that in my eyebrows today. And because it was summer, it would turn like a kind of like a reddish color on my eyebrows. I think because of the sweat and I don't know, it has like a red undertone or something in it. But anyway, it wasn't my favorite. So, and then the last but not least is number 10. I only used it 2 times. So there's that. I was really excited to hit pan, like re-hit pan on this one after I repressed it, because it didn't look like I was gonna re-hit pan on either of them, but I did re-hit like a little tiny baby pan there and a little bit up there. So I'm excited about that. Today I only used this one in my brow bone, so I hope to use that up along with, you know, in my Pan That palette, the lighter shade, because I had mixed some of this one into that one. I had thought I had used this one, but no, it was this one that I had used previously in the last video. I had said it was this one, but it was this one. Okay, my Pan That face palette, it's not going that great still. I used it yesterday. I didn't use it today. Today I used my ColourPop Super Shocks that are in my Man's Pan Project pan. But here is my Kosas Papaya 1972 palette or duo. And I don't know, I see, like, I feel like the dip is getting a little deeper. I think maybe 20 more uses and I'll have pan in both of these. Oops. So I don't know if you guys can see. Sorry about the mirror. Let's see if you guys can see a dip. I feel like there's a good dip in both of them. So I think another 15, 20 uses and I'll hit pan in at least one of them. So, but I use them together. So for the Kosas, I used each of them 4 times in July. So I only used 4 times. They are quite powdery. Like, I feel like when I use my brush on them, they like a lot comes up. And they look light on my arm, but when I put them on my face, it looks like a lot. So I try to blend it out and not use too much, but that is it for my update, you guys. I hope you guys are all doing well. Please hit the like button if you haven't already and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will have an update for you guys next month. Hopefully I have some more progress than this time. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.